Oh yeah, baby, we're doing no cooldown. We gave 6 initiates an item that basically reduces their cooldown to 0. Then we found the 6 bravest Eternus 6 players from our server to go against them. So 6 initiates with no cooldowns versus 6 Eternuses. Who wins? Let's find out. On one side, 6 Eternus 6s, some of the best players in NA, and I think one person from EU. On the other side, we do see the initiates who are already abusing the shit out of Mirage Tornado. It is gonna be a game where these initiates have 0 cooldowns. Well, 99% reduced cooldown. It's gonna be really freaking fun, and I mean, we're already seeing this. How are these Eternuses gonna dodge the game? I don't know, but one of the initiates has already died. It's already proving to be a fantastic game. Laika, what do you think about this one?
I mean, it's going to be hard because, like, for other games, a lot of the strategy of the Eternuses is just to deny the initiates basically the power of their special item. But here, it's like you can't really deny them cooldowns, especially if they're strong and smart with what characters they pick.
So yeah, I mean, this is gonna be a huge problem, as we saw that Paradox raining bombs like Katyushas from the sky. It's just such a tough fucking prospect. But the Eternuses so far have 2 kills. They're proving to be a lot more elusive than you would think. The sleep dagger strat though might be a little bit OP. But yeah, the initiate strategy is gonna focus so heavily on stunts. Try to get every single stun in existence. Try to get you know, Paradox swaps, walls, haste sleeps, dynamo ult over and over again. This is proving so bad. This Paradox is dying though. Almost died there for a second. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, like, the big problem is how can the Eternuses fight this? There are several ways, and we're gonna talk a little bit about those. And I already feel the lag a little bit. But yeah, Lycan, tell me a little bit about what can the Eternuses do to counter these initiates?
I mean, the biggest thing they can do is just be better, like that, and kill them. The biggest thing they did is that in the draft phase, they got to pick, the Eternuses all got to pick their characters first. So a very obvious pick is Victor, because the second he gets his ult online with no cooldowns, you're not able to kill him. So that's the character that makes sense that you want to get rid of. For Ivy, you want to make sure she can't just stone form and be invulnerable and constantly stun you over and over again. We don't need a repeat of the Thwomp game.
Oh yeah, the Thwomp game was fucking hilarious, dude.
And just other ones are just like characters that are going to have CCs that are going to take forever, or like will never wear off, or a strong character like Drifter who has permanent eternal light on you, basically.
But yeah, Drifter is just so strong because Drifter can perma-ult you. So if the initiates had Drifter, he would just press 4 constantly and you'd be blinded for the rest of the game, which is such a huge disadvantage. I mean, it's proving so difficult regardless. That tornado does do a lot of damage, so it's all these swamps are just killing the Drifter. And we already see the initiates are marching forward towards the Eternus walkers. But yeah, we had to pre-ban 3 heroes, so Kelvin was pre-banned because Kelvin can effectively freeze the game using his domes. We had to ban McGinnis because she can summon infinite entities, and Graves for very similar reasons. But yeah, I mean, already a tiny bit of lag. It is par for the course though. But yeah, this Tornado Mirage, I don't know why the Eternus didn't pick him. Tornado Mirage just seems like one of the best characters in the game. Complete invulnerability while being able to chase you. Not the damage output and the complete stun invulnerability of Ivy, but still incredibly OP. In the meantime, this Haze is just throwing smoke, dagger after dagger after dagger wherever she goes. And the big question is, how are these Eternuses going to be able to beat? And I think the answer comes down to wait 30 minutes and get every single silence item in the game. Get those curses, get those focus lenses, get those silence waves, get anything to stop their abilities, because what are these initiates going to do? Shoot at you? Punch you? They're going to lose regardless in those circumstances. But yeah, we already see the power of the Paradox Bomb. So many walls have to be crossed, but not going to be enough. This Victor is still going to survive with 13 bomb stacks. These Eternuses are performing incredibly given the circumstances, right, Lycan?
Oh, 100%. Another big thing that they want to do is they want to focus on stuns. I think Rem is actually a really good choice. One, to deny the initiates, the character that's just going to sit inside the initiates and constantly heal them, but also a character that's going to have a huge AoE stun late game, which might help them take out the initiates.
Yeah, AoE stunts are very, very valuable. I mean, Dynamo was picked for that specific reason. Can you imagine a permanent Dynamo ult? Maybe do some Paradox swap into a permanent Dynamo ult? But yeah, the Eternuses are doing Eternus things. They're trying to exhaust every resource they can from the enemy side. We do see that Reb going out boxing. And now that the ults have been unlocked, the Initiates are so much more dangerous. Being able to get horse after horse after horse after horse, that is also reminiscent of another game that we've done where we did give the Initiates infinite horses. It didn't go that well for the Initiates, but still, this Walker is soon gonna go down with its Mirage strategy. It is mesmerizing, isn't it? Like a desert in the sunset. Yeah, okay, good, done. It's insane, like what are you meant to do against this one? Okay, the Doorman has managed to catch this Victor, and Paradox bombs are gonna come. Throw 50 Paradox bombs.
That's a lot of stacking damage. And all of those bombs are also slowing you down by 0.2, so I don't think you can get out.
I mean, there's like a minimum slow. You can't get slowed beyond 2 meters a second. But what are you gonna do?
Well, not a slow, a time slow. It doesn't just slow you, it time slows you.
It just time slows
now.
you? Okay, never mind. We do see this Wraith observing from the high ground, seeing if she can get a pick with her ult. Her ult is one of the few stunts that the Eternus team has, so it's going to be incredibly valuable. I did just hear a Dynamo ult. Is that Dynamo going to get immediately capped here into the Walker? Oh, does not matter. The Walker is stunned too. He is the Cosmos.
Dynamo is definitely one of those characters that I feel like the Eternuses definitely should have taken, considering his ability to stun a Walker forever. I don't know why the Haze isn't just shooting it and just throwing sleep darts, but...
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. This is proving to be very freaking difficult. The infinite stuns are being dodged by this Ivy, though. I mean, it seems very simple. It's just like, oh, you just have to press your 4 button many times. But these Eternuses are somehow managing to dodge this very simple combo. But yeah, Mirage is doing a little bit of BM, and he has caught the Mo infinitely.
Oh no, he's been caught himself!
The Mo ults! The Ivy grabs him, trying to get him into base.
Not enough duration.
Not gonna be enough. And the Initiates are already at strides. It is proving to be such a tough prospect with one dead zombie there, one dead Labubu there. I don't know what are you meant to do against the power of this Mirage. By far the sole lead in the Initiate team. And it's just so insane. The curses will go through that. I'm pretty sure that you can get cursed by the shrines and the patron through those invulnerabilities. But like the billion grenades are proving to be such a big problem. You throw a billion grenades and suddenly you're immortal. Especially if you get like a little bit of lifesteal. Why does this Paradox not have any lifesteal like it?
I mean, she's just going full expansion since the grenades get bigger every single pulse. I can understand why. Expansion and then probably duration. If the game even goes that long, I can barely see anything beyond the wave of blue and orange.
Yeah, I don't know. The Archmother is being destroyed. The last stand of these Eternus players. Maybe dragging everyone into base. We do see the Reb. What is the Reb doing? He is freezing waves. The technique is to freeze waves. That is actually a very brilliant technique.
Mirage is currently keeping people stuck in spawn. Oh no, he finally died.
Yeah.
He was just waving in there.
Yeah, I mean, this is proving to be really bad.
Archmother's already at Luthing.
Yeah, the Archmother, and suddenly ult after ult after ult after ult. I don't know what you're meant to do, dude. It is over. Yep. GG. Okay, a 3v6 for game 2. The Initiates picked Viscus, Great Talon, and Celeste. Is that gonna be enough? Let's find out. Hello, folks. We're gonna do game 2 of this, and in game 2 of this, we're gonna try and only have 3 Initiates. Is that gonna be enough? And we just see 6 Eternuses are all gathered. No, that was 4 Eternuses all gathered on lane number 1. They're gonna try and get as many kills as possible. What do you think about this strat, Lycan?
That's definitely a bold strategy. It's not what I was expecting. I was expecting a normal game, and then I heard about 20 Celeste shields go off.
Yes. In the meantime, this town is Kevin McAllister transforming lane number 1 into the Home Alone house. It is so trapful. It's just gonna be impossible to go in there. Those traps do a little bit of HP damage, but not enough to kill you usually. But if there's 50 billion of them, I don't know. This Ivy, on the other hand, did manage to kill that Viscous. I had been told that this is their first game of Viscous ever. So this is gonna be really fun to see. And I mean, are these Eternuses gonna be able to carry? This is probably Liz is playing on the other side of this. I think he's playing the Rem. I think he would have enjoyed being on this, given that he's like one of the best Viscous in NA. So many parries, but miss even one, and suddenly you're dead. What are we seeing here, Lycan? Like, this is hilarious.
This is, yeah, and the best part is about it is that not every melee is meant to hit because it's initiate. He might not know how to aim, so they might just waste a parry without even realizing it.
Yeah, I know. In the meantime, this Celeste is wrapping up lane number 1. It seems like the focus right now is just to have the Eternuses in very big groups and see if they can get an immediate pick. The dazzling tricks are dazzling indeed. I cannot even see the screen given how many freaking dazzling tricks are being activated here. But they're going to be able to kill... yeah, she's going to be immortal, isn't she, Lycan? With all those massive...
she's going to be... Yeah, she's going to be throwing her ball off, and it's going to either be bouncing off of the enemy, off enemy to enemy, or enemy to herself with her barrier.
I mean, like, it's proving to be an incredible game of Deadlock. I'm curious to see how these guys are going to wrap it up. The 7 is coming in, wrapping up those Guardians. And I mean, there's only 2 Guardians left for the Eternuses and 1 for the Initiates. Already a very dynamic opening, and the Eternuses do have a little bit of a soul advantage and even a kill advantage. How the hell did they get 6 kills?
Probably just ganging up on somebody. I mean, Talon unlocks Trap first, which is really nice, but the Eternuses could still just kill you.
Yeah, I know, from a distance. As they are wont to do. Okay, now we're gonna have to test the immortality of this character. She is, of course, be able to press 2 many times and completely silence everyone around her, which is so freaking annoying. A ball has been launched and the ball does hit, and there are 2 balls. Suddenly there are 3 balls. Oh no, Celeste is gonna dominate this lobby. Yeah. Another incredibly important thing for the Initiates is gonna be Infinite Cube. Infinite Cube is going to be their de facto immortal. There was only one way in the game to remove Cube, I think, and that one way... Does Curse still work? Because Capacitor was the only way to remove Cube.
Yeah, it was moved to Curse from Capacitor.
Yeah. So, with Curse, you can still remove Cube now, right?
Yes.
Yeah, perfect. So yeah, this is just gonna be really difficult. But yeah, I mean, like, how are you gonna catch this guy? He's just gonna press
Honestly,
Cube constantly.
if they know what they're doing, they can just heavy melee the cube into a bad position. They don't think the Viscus knows to cancel it and parry.
Yeah.
Although the goo ball is being thrown.
But on the other hand, imagine that this Viscus was going punch Viscus, which is, you know, not a bad build for what he could do, because he could do infinite punches. But imagine if he went Torment Pulse, you just become untouchable. They can't wait around you, they'll just die. But yeah, big assault happening here on lane number 1. It is 2 people here. He's trying to throw those infinite owls. I don't think they're going to be enough. And that's suddenly yet another pick for Team Eternus. It is proving very Eternus favored, this one. It seems like the number disadvantage for the Initiates is proving a bit too hard to overcome. Celeste has grabbed Trophy Collector. That is a very good choice from the Initiates. For people who don't know, Trophy Collector, when you can kill all of the Eternus players very frequently, can be a very good item. Especially if there's like a big number disadvantage sort of scenario. But yeah, I mean, like, I'm gonna have to see here. The goo, he's not even using alt fire. He's just using constant splatter, which is really sad. He gets immediately stunned once, twice. It's not gonna be enough because the cubes are just gonna follow up. And boy, oh boy, this is gonna be tough to escape those array of splatters.
So many bounces.
No. You might not like it, but this is what peak Viscous gameplay looks like. In the meantime, this Talon has opted to go for Owl Spam. We have already had an Owl Spam game. You should check it out. It's definitely one of our most fun Eternus versus Initiates. But what I think would be really freaking fun would be if he went maximum, and I mean maximum arrow. Can you imagine going maximum arrow in this scenario? Just like spam those arrows?
I mean, he's already got 2 points into it, but it seems like he's trying a little too hard to bird. He should be shooting the enemy in front of him.
Viscous is just painting the map goo. It's just goo. I think the Reb, I don't think he's noticed he hasn't killed the Reb. The Reb has managed to escape, and he will press the cube to try and get a little bit of health, and he's gonna advance all the way to the Walker. What is he doing? Like, can you interpret this for me?
Gooing.
Gooing.
I think he's just kind of stopped paying attention. He's just kind of stopped paying attention and just pressing the first button.
I see.
On his keyboard.
I mean, he kind of realized that spattering splatter is probably the best idea ever.
Yeah.
Splatter does hit the walls and then reflect off of them, so you can use that to hit targets all over. I don't know. This goose spam is
Hyperline.
He gets hyperline.
No one's there. No one's
but
there.
no, yeah.
It's very interesting as well. I've seen the Celeste use her ball to both clear wave and just do farm for her.
Yeah.
Just throw it on a camp and run away. I mean, you don't have to worry about using it.
It's like one of the best, if you can spam it, it's definitely one of the best abilities of the game. This Ivy has to stay way, way above her. Otherwise, she's just going to get killed the moment that she lands close to a minion. Okay, misses the ball here. Doesn't matter. She's just going to hit the minions. Why would you hit the Ivy? Just hit the minions on the ground. That also works, right? Or do you need to hit the hero first?
No, you can hit anything first. I just think the Ivy's probably staying just out of range to not get hit.
Yeah.
Honestly, Celeste should just be throwing these balls more.
Yeah, I know, right? Just spam those. The Ivy's gonna go and try and get that Guardian. I mean, this is...
Oh, finally gets one.
No. That's gonna be enough to kill her. Very well done. Yeah.
Strength is, first and foremost, seeing the power of the goo. There, I just see green. Oh my god. Uninterrupted, literal green lane.
This is more green than the Goober game that we had. This has been like the game where we remind all of the best hits of the channel. And again, he gets Hyperline. Again, he gets Hyperline. And on the other hand, the Eternuses are doing their own damage. They managed to damage lane number 1 Walker a lot. Lane number 3 Walker is likely going to die. And I mean, the soul difference, it's in favor of the Eternuses. I don't know about this one.
I mean, so far the Talon just kind of feeding them kills. He's 2-8 right now, which is different from the Viscous, who's 8-2, and then Celeste, which is 3-2, who's just kind of been soloing mid lane herself. I mean, pushing the Walker right now, actually.
Well, to be fair, you have to aim the arrows. You do not have to aim those
the goo,
splatters. Yeah, I know. It's the goo's OP, dude. But yeah, this Celeste is gonna try and get balls here. That slow that
Lightning
comes from
Scroll.
the ult also so valuable.
And Lightning Scroll, which has no cooldown, so she's just going to be proccing it. This item does not give item cooldown, just ability cooldown.
Oh.
So Lightning Scroll is actually an amazing choice for Celeste.
Yeah, because it's one of the few items in the game that does not need, it's like Kinetic Dash, for example. Another item that doesn't need cooldown. It just activates every time you activate a dash. Anyhow, like, let's look at this here. This Celeste is proving to be very hard to
Silence
pin
Wave.
down.
Silence by Mina ult. She can't do anything. Have her survivability item, or ability.
Yeah, but again, she just goes inside, and she's gonna press the 2 continuously, and she's gonna survive. Are these Eternuses able to do 300 damage? No, they're not. And I think they're gonna have to be backing out. And Earn has been picked up. What do you think about Earn?
I feel like it's... I don't know, it's hard to tell if it's in the Eternus' favor or not, because like Celeste is honestly going there to interpret it right now, and she is just gonna kind of shoot, I imagine, a bunch of daggers and balls. But if they can't just get a singular light melee, and if Viscus isn't there, they might just be able to get this for free.
Oh, they did
because,
get
yep,
it for
there
free.
She just clicked
Very good movement there. Very good movement, and there's not going to be enough people to defend. And suddenly, the entire Eternus team is hankering around her. Like, they're going to try and get a pin here, but suddenly the goo is here. He is
he's already maxed his splatter for the additional 2 bounces. 3 bounces per ball. I don't know, 100 balls a second, feels like.
Yeah. Oh god.
He didn't even know where he was. He was just vaguely in the direction.
Ivy and Warden are very close to the enemy base. They are looking at that Talon, which has proven to be the quote-unquote weak link of the Initiate team. On the other hand, the Celeste is also there. This is going to be so tough to do a base assault. The only way that you can approach this is, I think, catching them out of position. Which is...
She's been cursed, though. And cursed again! Yeah, we already see Liz on Rem having gone 2 levels into Tagalong, plus Silence Wave and Cursed Relic, which makes a lot of sense. Increased item duration and range. So he just wants to sit in an ally and hopefully disable whatever Initiate is currently accosting them.
Warden is trying to wrap up those Guardians. He has managed to succeed here, but is he going to pay with his life? I don't know. The Celeste is in chase, but that Warden does have slows in the form of those grenades. The stuns are, however, plenty. Yeah, I know. The Celeste is chasing. Can his team help him? No, they're busy combating the goo. And they've killed the goo!
They're dead.
They've killed the goo. I mean, this is, like, very, very important here. And mid, the Eternuses are doing mid-boss right now. I don't know that that's a great idea, but the Initiates are nowhere to be found.
No one's pushed.
Yeah.
No one's pushed. Viscus is speeding down blue, but I don't know if his speed gets in there fast enough. Maybe it does.
Viscus has made his way there, and his team will shortly follow, I hope. Yeah, the Eternuses just do not have enough damage. But yeah, the Viscus is proving to be so strong.
Oh,
and he presses goo. He presses the goo button, and oh, he gets buried. That's like the one way you have to lose here. And I mean, I think the initiates are gonna go and wrap up that walker here. Sorry, that mid boss here.
Oh, he got mid boss on a total accident. Is he gonna ignore it though? Could someone come in behind and grab it?
He's gonna ignore
no,
it?
Liz tried to. Liz tried to. He slid down and immediately died to the goo tunnel.
2,
Little too late to
3.
save Talon.
God. The Eternuses are looking again for that urn. While the Initiates have the rejuve, it is, of course, a little bit of a risky prospect. But, I mean, look at this Ivy movement. It's pretty good, I dare say. I don't know. I mean, I think you are allowed to do it. Who is playing Ivy? It is Solus. He is our European Eternus. 173 right now. Certainly struggling. But where are the Initiates? Why are they not at urn? The Eternuses occupy urn.
He dropped it off, though. He dropped it off first before he died. Willing.
Yeah.
Good sacrifice, probably.
I mean, it probably is, especially given that they get another pick on the map. And the lanes, I don't know. I think the Eternuses are allowed to do a push here as this Venator defends his Walker. It's going to be a funky one, this one.
I mean, I don't know how well you can defend it against the goo onslaught coming. Although he gets mobilized. Maybe he can't see the traps if there's so much green on the ground. I don't think it matters, though. He just kind of gets close to the Walker and it explodes. Is he just going to base then?
I mean, like, you kind of have to go to base. You might want a base race here. I mean, this is one of the few ways that the Eternuses have to win this. We do see that Venator has been destroyed by the goo, but I don't think these Eternuses can match the damage output of the goo. Like, how can you match the splatter damage? In the meantime, the Eternuses have complete control of the lanes, and this goo is just gonna struggle to get it back there. The Talon has been killed. Are these Eternuses gonna win this game somehow?
I don't know. I mean, they're grouping up a lot, and that Celeste is just throwing balls in her spawn, so they can't really get a wave in to just push, so who knows?
Yeah. Sleep comes
Remalt.
in. Sleep in the curse.
Gargoyle stun.
So much damage. This is
Silence.
their only chance. Their only
Silence.
chance to wrap it up. Silence. Okay, the rejuve.
Oh, no.
has been popped.
Rejuve. Oh, wait, silence again?
Yeah, but now the goo is
Oh,
here.
explode.
And he just presses 1. And everyone dies. This goo is trying his hardest to pick up the 7. The 7 is, of course, hidden. And, I mean, once he is found, he's going to be dead so. But up until that point, I don't know. And the Eternuses have managed to get the shrine while all of this action is happening. Oh, my God. They're going to be able to get Patron here. How are they winning this game?
They're almost killing Talon, actually.
Yeah.
He's already at half HP, forced to pull back.
I mean, this
Although
is...
he's just throwing traps to stall all over the final pit. And he's back.
Look at this Mina with her silence, and she's delaying the goo. And you're not meant to win here. You're just meant to delay until your rest of your team can actually do
again.
something.
Stun on him.
Oh no! Oh no, the cube though. The cube is just too strong. A curse comes in! A curse comes in! And that is gonna be rejuve, so the Viscus still has a shot. And I mean, I don't know what you're meant to do here. The Viscus is backed into a room. I don't think he knows that he can back out from there. But yeah, the Eternuses, on the other hand, are going to try and back here. They are kind of low. They have lost a whole bunch of their silence waves. I don't think they're allowed to stay anymore. As I say that, another curse comes in. And that's a lot of damage heading towards the Celeste.
And this, I mean, if you just look at the mid pit, there are so many traps. All Talon is doing is throwing down traps. I think the best thing they can do as the Eternuses is get somebody with Unstoppable and have them walk through that pit, just so they can actually, you know, end the game.
Yeah. The Eternuses are positioned very intelligently here. They're trying to just keep the waves permanently pushed. Just maintain the map control, force those initiates out, and the moment that they are forced out, the Eternuses are going to swoop in for victory. I think that's a very good technique. I don't know what you think about it, Lycan.
It makes sense. I mean, like right now, they can't even push the Blur lane out to try to stop Burn. I mean, he might... Nope. Bird doesn't get anywhere near him to try to stun him off of Burn.
Yeah,
They just get this one for free?
Yeah, another big urn for free. The soul advantage over the Eternuses has been massive, as the urn has been secured, though. On the other hand, this Warden does have wave here. There is, of course, a goo, and there's a lot of silences as well. I mean, this might be the final fight. Solus has already been killed. The goo is killing everybody by accident, but it is a kill nevertheless. These 30-second timers are going to hurt the Eternuses. Liz has been picked off, and I think the rest of the Eternuses are going to scramble, and they're going to try and go back to base and lick their wounds.
I mean, I think the best thing the Initiates can do here, other than just generally pushing their wanes and actually winning, is just to deny mid-boss. Have Viscus go in and deny mid-boss, but wait, Venator, not Venator. Warden is hiding under the shrine.
That is so smart, just to cut waves. The moment that the Viscous leaves base, the moment that they're gone, they're immediately gonna get hit by the Warden. The Warden does have a lot of damage. He is gun like for a very gun heavy build. He's just hiding there. This is brilliant Eternus only gameplay. Wait, did they see him on the minimap?
Don't think so.
They're just clearing waves. They're just clearing waves. The Eternuses need to create a distraction for this Warden. They need to make something happen.
They need to get the Grey Talon out, because the Grey Talon's just sitting here throwing traps. Oh no, he might be throwing one near Warden. Wait. Grey Talon's ulting, honestly. Is it worth it to kill Grey Talon and then push the Patron? So that there's no one there to defend it and throw more traps?
Maybe. I mean, the traps are going to expire. It's an infinite no cooldown game, not an infinite duration game. But what I think the Eternuses are going to do is they're going to rush mid the moment that it spawns, as it just spawned right now. And I think that the moment that they do that, the Initiates are going to try and go counterattack, and the Warden's going to try and wrap up the game. This is probably like the best technique that they could come up with. What a brilliant strategy from the Eternus players. I mean, like, what are you meant to do to counter that? The Warden has, however, been killed by this Viscous. No. The mid-boss scream will be heard in seconds. Well, it's already been heard. And I mean, like, this Vetter is soloing it, but he's also dying. He's 2 splatters away from certain death. I don't know.
I mean, he's the only one in there, though. I mean, they're just not really committing their resources to this area. Okay, now Seven's here to help him.
Yeah. Okay, the Initiates are waltzing in. Rem is going to try and teleport. The mid-boss is almost done. But, like, how are you meant to survive that Viscous coming in to interrupt you? You need way more players. You need to do it instantly. Silence waves presumably going to come in. Where are my Eternuses? The Eternuses are attacking base! The Eternuses are attacking base! They're trying to use this moment of distraction!
They stun the Talon!
Wrap it up! The Talon is
He's
dead!
Gonna respawn,
but the rejuve!
the king?
The rejuve! They need to wrap this up as soon as possible. Ult has been activated by this Warden, and it's gonna be another death.
He's dead, no protections.
No protection, no wave! Is this gonna be it? The Eternuses, are they gonna win this game? GG! What a fantastic victory from the Eternuses in Game 2. I talked about 4 different videos in this video. You should check them all out. I have linked them. I thank our Patreons as always. Like and subscribe, and have a good day, folks.